Okay, so now I tell you about this probability density function. Now before I go through this part, I tell you one thing. You see, if x is a discrete random variable, then then you can define the probability that x takes a particular value. But if x is a continuous random variable, then the probability that x takes a particular value remains undefined. I give you an example. Now, suppose x is a continuous random variable defined in the interval say 0 to 10. It means that x can take any possible value within this range 0 to 10. Fine. Now, what is the probability that x equals to say 0.5? Now here the number of favorable outcomes is only one, because I am interested to find the probability x takes the value 0.5. But what is the total number of possible outcomes? Total number of possible outcomes means the number of values in the interval 0 to 10. Now, as x is a continuous random variable, the possible values in the interval 0 to 10, how many possible values are there? In the interval 0 to 10, infinite number of possible values are there. So in this way, the denominator always becomes infinity. So that's why if x is a continuous random variable, we cannot define the probability that x takes a particular value. But in that case, what can we define about the probability? We can define that probability x takes a value within some range, within some possible range. I can define that probability x takes the value say between 0.5 to 0.8. That way I can write. Or simply I can write x takes a value between say a and b. Probability x greater than a less than b. That way I can define. So in case of continuous case, what happens? We always define the probability that the variable takes a value within some particular range. Fine. Now we come out with this probability density function. So what is the probability density function? This is the probability function. This is the probability function of a continuous random variable. Now if we say that fx equals to probability that x lies between x minus half dx to x plus half dx. What does it mean? X lies between x minus half dx to x plus half dx. Dx means a small increment in the value x. Small increment in the value x. That means x minus dx to x plus dx. I am defining a range, a little range. And this is represented by small fx. So in discrete case, in general we write px equals to small x. But in continuous case, in general we write small fx. What is small fx? Small fx means probability x greater than equal to x minus half dx and less than equal to x plus half dx. Another important thing, in case of continuous case, in case of continuous random variable, less than equal to and strictly less than, same thing. Greater than equal to and strictly greater than, same thing. Why same thing? Because x takes a particular value becomes meaningless. So if x lies between say a to b, how we write? Probability x greater than a less than b. This is same thing as probability x greater than equal to a less than equal to b. But in case of discrete, greater than equal to and greater than different. In case of discrete case, what happens? If I write x greater than equal to 0, it means that I am starting from 0. Probability x equals to 0 plus probability x equals to 1, that way. But in case of continuous case, if I write probability x greater than 0, which is same thing as probability x greater than equal to 0. Anyway. So let us redefine this probability density function. This is the simple form. Let x be a continuous random variable in the interval a to b. What does it mean? Because the possible values of x are in this interval a to b. That means x can take any possible value within this limits a and b. Then the function small fx defined by small fx equals to probability x greater than x minus half dx less than x plus half dx is called the PDF of the random variable x if number 1 fx greater than equal to 0 for all x, and number 2 integration a to b fx dx equals to 1. One more thing here you see. In case of discrete random variable, we use summation probability x equals to small. But in case of continuous random variable, we use integration. Fine. So if x is a continuous random variable in the interval a to b, then the function fx means probability x minus half dx less than x. Here you can write less than equal to also, no problem. Same thing. So this function is called the PDF of the random variable x if these two conditions are satisfied. Now one simple example to verify whether this function is a PDF or not. PDF means probability density function or not. Now see what are the possible values of the concerned variable. Here fx is given as 3x square when x lies between 0 to 1 and is 0 otherwise. It means that the variable is defined in the interval minus infinity to plus infinity. The variable is defined in the interval minus infinity to plus infinity. And the probabilities are 3x square when x is defined in this interval and is equals to 0 if it is defined in outside this interval. So here also you see, if I write x greater than 0 less than 1, then the concept remains same. Now how to verify whether this function is a PDF or not? Two conditions are to be fulfilled for the function to be PDF. The first one is that the fx should be greater than equal to 0 for all x. So here whatever value you put here, actually fx always greater than equal to 0. The next one we need to prove that integration fx dx, this should be equal to 1, and writing x here means over the possible limits of x. So writing integration fx dx, and here writing x means the range is there minus infinity to plus infinity fx dx. Now see what I have done. I have divided this integral into three parts: minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to infinity. Why? Because directly I cannot put the value of fx. Why directly I cannot put the value of fx? Because fx is defined different way for different intervals. In this interval it is defined as 3x square, and outside this interval it is defined as 0. That means you see we have an interval minus infinity to plus infinity, and within minus infinity to plus infinity, only within 0 to 1 the value is 3x square, and beyond 0 the value is 0, and above 1 also the value is 0. So that's why I have partitioned the integral into these three parts, and in the minus infinity to 0, in this range the value of fx is 0. So if we put value of fx 0, the value of the integral comes out to 0, and here in this interval 0 to 1, the value of fx is 3x square. So 0 to 1, 3x square. Again in the interval 1 to infinity, the value of fx is 0. And now just integrate out this one. I think you have done the integration in your first year also. So x cube upon 3 cancels. Okay. So ultimately we get the value 1. So we can say that the given distribution or the given function is a PDF, probability density function. I put the same question in different way. Let me see. Okay. I give some another later on.